Throughout my childhood days, I remember hanging out with my cousin Tanner, who was the same age as me. So we grew up playing kickball, riding bikes, throwing the football, just doing anything to pass the time in the long Texas sun. It wasn't until a few years ago when my family noticed a slight difference in Tanner's behavior. He started lacking discipline, his grades started slipping, he stopped wanting to hang out with his friends, he just kind of became a different person. And we weren't quite sure why. Me being the 17-year-old I thought he was just kind of a weird kid in class, but he was my cousin, and nothing mattered except he was my cousin and I loved him. Until the spring of 2013, when we were both supposed to graduate high school, Tanner took his life, and that was probably the most devastating thing I've had to hear in my life. Tanner was clearly an unhappy kid, and sadly it was because somewhere down the road, Tanner began having mental health problems. The majority of us don't realize how horrible mental health can be or what precautions needed to be taken to help someone with mental health. Thankfully, we have people like Professor Vikram Patel who have devoted their lives to promote global mental health care. Vikram Patel is a psychiatrist with a primary interest in global mental health. Vikram has been working on human rights and gaining access to mental health care for those in need for over 2 decades of his life. He has many contributions to global health care, an important one being the co-founder of Sangeth, which works on projects in the areas of child development, adolescent health, and mental health. Sangeth is a non-governmental, non-profit organization to improve mental health across the world. Sangeth also won the MacArthur Foundation's International Prize in 2008 and is a pioneer for mental health care to primary care and community-based workers. Vikram Patel is a man of intellect and research, dedicating his life to a better understanding of human psychology. In fact, he was an editor of the International Journal of Epidemiology series. Vikram's writings and editings have helped my understanding of mental health, such as signs to look for, how I could help, or even just how I can talk to someone I think might need help with their mental health. Vikram Patel is also a fine leader. He gives courage to stick up for the cause. Vikram is an inspiration to us all due to his desire to just keep doing more. Day by day, Vikram is looking for the next project, the next place to help, or even the next person to talk to. He has been a leader in setting up the new movement for globalmentalhealth.org, which is a massively global coalition of professionals, daily civil servants, and your regular daily people like you and me who just want to help the lives of everyone. Or whether maybe you've even seen someone with mental health and you don't know how to talk to them, he has helped with that as well. Most recently, Vikram Patel has been serving as the co-chair of the Grand Challenges in Mental Health. Grand Challenges is a government-ran program helping ages from toddlers all the way to elderly people who have Alzheimer's. Grand Challenges is dedicated to mainly helping those people in places of impoverished countries or even low to level income countries that have very scarce resources in the field of mental health care. Seeing all that Vikram has done in his life makes me really want to be able to help someone, even if that simply means by researching more about mental health care and having a better understanding for myself. Dr. Patel has spent so much time of his career focusing on educating people on the nature of mental illness. He had many powerful public speeches, including a global conference for TED Talks. For people who are not psychiatrists, Dr. Vikram Patel also wrote a mental health book called Where There Is No Psychiatrist, which is a mental health care manual for non-specialist healthcare workers like you and me. The book is used for many things, such as slowly developing countries with less resources, as well as the common man who may be just worried about his son. Overall, this book really helps with the problem that dealing with mental illness is such an uncomfortable thing, and he helps you realize that no matter how hard it is, you have to talk about mental health care, and you have to help the person who needs help. Dr. Patel's book goes into more than 30 clinical problems associated with mental illness and problem-solving approaches to each and every one of them. Today we have discussed the vital role of Dr. Vikram Patel has in our fight against mental illness across the world. I hope his work has inspired you to help fight for the problem like it did for myself, or at least give you the courage to help a friend you may think just is going through a rough patch. At the end of the day, all that Vikram Patel wants is for everyone to love everyone and to end mental health care.